World's first computer that combines human brain with silicon, now available. Ooh, that's interesting, isn't it? It sounds like we're getting into like creating almost like a sentient being, almost like a maybe like a god or maybe like a image of one of us. It's just funny. It's interesting. The CL1 computer is the first in the world that combines human neurons with a silicon chip. It could be used in disease modeling and drug discovery before it expires after 6 months. So, looks like we built a being, but its lifespan is only 6 months. Wait till it gets to be longer. What happens when it's infinite? What then? What happens when it's infinite being that is sentient with a computer and a machine and also twisted with a organic body? Like what happens? Well, it sounds like God. I don't know. we're playing with we're it's God creating itself in a way, isn't it? It's funny almost. But I just want to go through this a little bit. So, a new type of computer that combines regular silicon based hardware with human neurons is now available for purchase. The CL1, released March 2nd by Melbourne based startup Cortical Labs, is the world's first code deployable biological computer. Damn. According to the company's website, the shoebox-sized system could find applications in disease modeling and drug discoveries, representatives say. Inside the CL1, a nutrient-rich broth feeds human neurons, which grow across the silicon chip. What? This is some like alien sci-fi. This is some weird shit. The chip sends electrical impulses to and from the neurons to train them to exhibit desired behaviors. Using a similar system, Cortical Labs taught Dish Brian, a predecessor to CL1, to play the video game Pong. Bro. It starts with Pong, man. It starts with Pong. Oh, man. Well, for next, it needs to go to old school RuneScape. That's actually a really good way to learn life. You got levels in different, and like cooking, smithing, smelting. You got all those different levels and different things. That'd be a good way to learn. I always thought that this life was like a MMO. Greatest MMO ever built by this thing. The Perpheus circuit components act as a life support system for the cells. It has filtration for waste products, temperature control, gas mixing, and pumps to keep everything circulated. Alrighty then. Sounds like a body. Interesting. The system was just a few watts of power. He sounds like a body. He keeps neurons alive for 6 months. A little shorter than our lifespan, but it'll catch up. Scientists at Cortical Labs are still working to engineer a system that accurately represents the many types of functions of cells in the human brain, with the fewest possible cells. But tools like the CL1 can help researchers develop treatments for brain-related diseases by probing how the system learns and processes information. The large majority of drug for neurological and psychiatric diseases that enter clinical trial testing fail because there's so much more nuance that comes to the brain. But you can actually see the nuance when you test these tools. Synthetic bio. Here we go. Here we go. This is good shit, guys. Synthetic biological intelligence. Here we go. Here we go. Because technology incorporates human neurons, some scientists have raised ethical concerns around the development of synthetical biological intelligence, like the CL1. Although Dishbrian and CL1 are less complex than human brains, the technology has sparked debates around the nature of consciousness and the potential of future synthetic biological intelligence to experience suffering. Interesting. Right now, I think this is unfounded concern. I think it will be. I think. Sorry. I think it will be a missed opportunity to not be able to use a system that has the promise to cure devastating brain diseases. Yeah, but couldn't you justify almost every cruel thing in history? Well, I mean, by doing, by justifying it for research, it's kind of a deadly sword you stand on that one. A stem cell researcher at Murdoch's Children's Research Institute in Australia, who was not involved in the development of CL1, told Australian Broadcasting Corporation, but at the same time, it is important that we evaluate and anticipate potential concerns that the use of these models might raise. Interesting. CL1 units will retail for approximately $35,000. You can buy a god each, and will become widely available in the late 2025, New Atlas reports. Each unit needs stable laboratory facilities to run properly, so Cortical Labs will also offer a remote cloud-based computing option for users who don't have their own device. Wow. Okay, so I got the website here pulled up, y'all. But this is very weird because I really feel like we're going full circle with this, like the symbol with the snake eating its own tail. Like, I always felt like, eventually down the chain, we would want to create ourselves, or we would want to create God. I mean, that's God experiencing itself in a way, almost, if you look at the full circle. And I just think this is like really teetering on the edges of the explorations of bigger dimensions, understanding of more complex things, and understanding how to build and create and do other things with life. I feel like it's part of evolution. I feel it's just interesting we're at the perfect time in all history to see this thing go from, small TVs, big TVs, big computers, to this stuff, and just a short few span of having AI, and it's just crazy. But here's the website. Let's check this out. Cortical Labs, CL1, the world's first code deployable biological computer. There it is. Look at that. That is it. And guys, that's God. Silicon meets neurons. Real neurons are cultivated inside the nutrient-rich solution, supplying them with everything they need to be healthy. Sounds like a prison. Not much different than us right now. They grow across the silicon chip. So Earth, which sends and receives electrical impulses into the neural structure. So God. Okay. So we just build a mini universe. This reminds me of the Rick and Morty episode. It goes into his engine. Raised in a simulation. Damn, this is getting weird. The world the neurons exist in is created by our biological intelligence operating system, BIOS. Yeah. Okay. It runs a simulated world and sends information directly to the neurons about their environment. As the neurons react, their impulses affect their simulated world. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, oh, this is. Look at that. Oh man. So that's it. So that's what we're living in, guys. That's where we're at. I see now. Something like that. This is the Matrix. Yeah, I knew Neo warned us all. A programmable organic neuron networks born on a silicon chip and living inside a digital world, guys. Full circle now. We made it a full circle. We probably just created the own world that we were stuck in, and we pushed the boundaries of synthetic, biological, and intelligence by the CL1. Closed loop, high performance closed loop system wherein real neurons interact with software in real time. A robust environment keeps neurons alive for up to 6 months. Self contained, all records, applications, and life support are on the device. No external compute required. So they got the body, the brain, the heart, and all of it stuck in one. All they need is a power source. Our power source is shining bright today, so ours is Wi-Fi even too. Walk outside, you get power. It's crazy. Plug and play. Simply plug in cameras, USB devices, and more to the Cortical Cloud for use in experiments. What kind? This is interesting. Programmable bidirectional simulation and read interface to enable neuron communications and network learning. Touchscreen enables to quickly visualize systems status, view live data, and run pre-packaging essays. Highly extensible, easily connected to the CL1 to external systems via USB and ports for broader testing. Animal-free testing. CL1 is the first biological computer enabling medical and research labs to test how real neurons process information, offering an ethical, superior alternatives to animal testing while delivering more relevant human data and insights. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather have, that's a tough one, man. I'd rather have something like this tested than real animals taken from their home and bred for ruthless experiments. Deeper learning. See, it's a double-edged sword. It's very weird. Study brain function with unpredicted clarity through biological computing that captures neural adaptability and learn in real time, revealing disease mechanisms and compounds' effect on cognition. I do see where this is, though. I do see how this could change the whole understanding of like consciousness, our mind, and the way to preserve or enhance. Or I think this is us opening up the rest of the brain. I truly feel like we are on the edge of we've crossed the threshold where AI, quantum physics, space-based things, and conscience-based things are all coming to combine into like a singular route that is piercing through time and space itself. And I think it's just part of the evolution of us, our species. Is I think it's just that it's the understanding steps. It's like consciousness is itself is just rising to another level, dimension, you could almost say, if you want to be like that. It's truly exquisite on what is happening here, because I see this, and this is the building blocks. We need to go further. Next thing you know, we will be able to cure every disease out there. With AI and some more things like this, we will soon be able to like cure everything. You'll be able to have the chance to live forever. I do have a feeling like maybe almost at the end of our lifetime, people will have a choice to preserve their consciousness in like a device, or and put it real back into like another synthetic body. I do think that'll be possible soon. It's there's that show that Netflix did that was really really good. Um, but it's some we're headed in that direction. I mean, it's very matrixy, very I don't know. It's just this is the edge of it itself, and I find this just very cool. I love this stuff. This stuff is interesting to me. Um, Sustainability, low power to the extreme, designed to keep neurons alive for up to 6 months with internal life support. The CL1 needs minimal inputs and fractions of energy other technologies use, enabling longer research timelines. So it's alive for 6 months now, just this year. Next year's model gets to do a year. Year after that, double it again. 2 years. After that, shoot, 6 years. Year after that, maybe we can make it last longer than us. And then it gets weird. Learn more. But yeah, so this is it, guys. Look at that. Got a bunch of them lined up, all in a data center. I remember a movie that warned me about this. I wonder if they wake up and maybe they we'll have them in a body form, and then they'll like wake up. I swear I remember a good movie series about this. This is just so weird, but it was a matter of time. So, our research. You can check more things out here. Read the articles. Read the papers. It would be a very long video for me to go through it all and read it all. I'm not a very good reader anyway, so I'll probably read some of this on my own, or depending on how long these articles are. I'll probably read a little bit, but I'm not smart enough to go over this. You'll need someone else. I'm just a loser in a basement, so. But I just like this stuff. I think this stuff is very interesting. It's the future, whether you like it or not. This is how things will go. I do find this is very cool, though. I just seen this article and I was like, "What? No way!" Diving a little deeper in, and it's funny because like I think I did a video on DARPA, and if you go look at, I was looking at DARPA's if you go look at like some of the jobs that they hire for, some of the recent job postings that they've had put up are like biomedical engineering jobs, and I was like, whoa, yeah, things are just getting interesting, yeah, cyberpunk, all the fun sci-fi stuff it's coming very quick. So, but I don't know. I just wanted to make a video. Um, yeah, I don't know. I added some art up at top. I don't know if it's good or bad. Some cool pictures I just threw in a folder and threw it up there. If you guys don't like it, just say something. I just didn't know what else to put there. But I don't know. I hope you all enjoyed the video. This is stuff is super interesting. I like this stuff. Let me know if you ever want me to do more. I'll see you all later. Okay. You all have a good day now. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye.